Hey, hi. Okay, so I had my day kind of stolen from me yesterday, so I didn't get to update on this vlog. Um, Not that anyone's watching yet, but yeah, just like personal stuff. My dad's car broke down, had to go help him. Spent most of the day driving, that whole thing. But what I found out a couple days ago, in addition to what the my coworkers that called me told me. Um, I spoke to another employee who has quit before I did, and what they had to say, I found mind blowing because my experience with management was definitely stressful, but it wasn't as overtly inappropriate as this individual's experience was. And they told me things like they talked about their sexual orientation. They talked about needing to prove themselves to this member of management. They did things like retaliatory scheduling, like putting them on 14 days straight, saying they need to prove themselves, uh, referencing some sexual innuendo type things. Um, Absolutely disgusting. And me explaining to this person, what had happened with me and then what had happened, that I know of what's going on right now, currently there. Um, this person felt really good about going back and speaking to HR. And I encouraged them to do so. Because at the time they just thought, I'm just going to move on. I don't need to spend time with this. And that's something that a lot of people do when they experience some sort of like, you know, any kind of trauma, honestly, whether it's just verbal or it's physical, um, especially women. We don't report things because we just don't want to be not liked. We don't want to stir shit up. We really want, I don't know what this thing is that we all just need to be liked, but I'm not going to teach my little girl that. Yeah. No, I just don't think likability is that important if you're good at your job and you're nice to other people. If people still don't like you, anyway. Uh they felt really crazy about, what I told them and felt really good about going back and talking to HR. So I'm really hoping that they do that. Um, Spoke to some other people that I worked with, and people are getting called into HR left and right. Um, it seems like HR keeps saying things like, "Well, we haven't heard anything from about your restaurant in months, and now everyone is freaking out." It's like, nothing happens overnight. It's not like some, you know, m- like mass amount, like people trying to take these people down. It's that we've all thought that we've been having these private experiences this entire time, and we're all just finally talking to each other about it on a different level and realizing that we weren't alone. So, you know, nothing happens overnight. Things are always building, especially when things are unjust. Um, I'm going to try to talk to some more people today and see if there have been any developments. Um, I heard some rumors that a couple more people, a bartender and a server, were fired. Don't know if that's true. Um, has not been confirmed, or it was just sort of being investigated. Um, but yeah, I kind of feel like even if those people were doing something wrong, I feel like management is doing their absolute best to just deflect anything you know, any attention off of themselves. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I think that they probably think it makes them look better. You know, the more people that they can get out, um, who are insubordinate or doing the slightest thing wrong. You know, these are people now who are doing things that are way worse than what I did. Not smiling, accidentally breaking a glass in ice, just, communicating with the rest of the staff on our WhatsApp about what needs to be done. Yeah, I was a really horrible employee. Yeah. And it's so funny, when you do something wrong, people love to comment on that. But when you do something right, they rarely do. Whether it's staff or clientele or anyone, you know. I'm only now this week getting messages through people that were uh, clients or customers and came back to the restaurant and saw I wasn't there and found me on Instagram and asked me where I was. I mean, not everybody hated me. I think it was just management, honestly. Uh, but I also wonder what it was about me that I didn't get any of these, you know, sexual comments. I think maybe because I'm a little bit older than these other people. I mean, obviously, girls, these other girls. I think I'm about like 6 or 7 years older than some of them. And then there's maybe one woman who works there who's older than me. Um, and I don't think that she's had any sexual comments. I feel like she would tell me right away. We're friends. Um, yeah, there's like sort of an air about a younger woman maybe that makes men feel that they can say things, or maybe I just ooze a confidence that says I'm going to bite your head off if you say something like that to me. I don't know, but it sounds really messed up. But it would be kind of easier for me to fight back if that had actually happened to me, because I don't care who I take down at this point. I have the confidence to speak up about being wronged. And I just feel so sad for these other people who feel really, really just so stressed out and so uncomfortable about going to HR and speaking up about this, and they don't want people to lose their jobs, and that's really nice. It's really sweet. It's like this innate like just goodness, but you know, I was that young woman who had things said to them at work and thought, you know what, I'm just going to go on to the next job and just say bye to this, and I don't need to dwell on it. But I wish that I had said stuff. I wish that I had like, gone and we have the opportunity. This is a corporate company. We can go and say something to someone. I've only ever worked at places that were, one, two owners, no HR department, no one to really go through these proper channels of investigating something. Uh, Not to say that this company and HR is perfect. Certainly have a lot of faults. Um, but I just really hope that, you know, they know that they have my support. Um, and I hope that some of them get the confidence to speak up, and, you know, because, you're not just helping yourself, you're helping a lot of other people and people that are going to come into this job after you, whether you stay or not. And, we're stronger in numbers, always, with everything, no matter what. So if any of them see this and are watching, I have your back. You can be scared. I'll be not scared for you. I'll help you find another job, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you need, but go say something. Say something.